Sanders Truck Lines. At Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, we put God and family first. We've been in business since 1959. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Blue Cross Blue Shield, 401k. Woo! We got the trucks. Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Tell them, boy. Welcome to Wiley Sanders Truck Line, state-of-the-art bunkhouse. Let me show you. Do you like it cold? Then set it cold. Got the spouse with you? We've got you covered. Sit back in the state-of-the-art bunkhouse and watch your favorite TV show. Relax. Have a good time. After a long day, you can come in the state-of-the-art bunkhouse and get a great hot shower. Look how nice they are. At Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, we keep it clean for you. Drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama. At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we keep it nice and clean. Thank you. And thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice and clean.
Nice and shiny.
Are you an experienced driver looking for a good truck driving job? Then try Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. We're looking for team drivers. We're looking for single drivers. At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we have it for you. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Blue Cross Blue Shield, 401k. Drive for the best. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we know one thing. Drivers first. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, we put God and family first. Look, the new T680s, they're here, they're here. At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we still have the $1,000 sign-on bonus. We have good equipment. We have Blue Cross Blue Shield. We have a dental plan. We match your 401k up to 4%. Remember, at Wiley Sanders Truck Line, these wheels roll, you make money. Come drive for the best today. Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Tell them, boy. You're not just a number. We know your name. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Family owned. Troy, Alabama. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come drive for the best today. We got Blue Cross Blue Shield. Hey, we can get you home. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Been rolling these wheels since 1959. Money, money, money. Just rolling these wheels. If these wheels roll, you make money. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Troy, Alabama. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. We put God and family first. Both. Tell them. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, we put God and family first. Are you looking for a good company? A company can get you home and you make good money? Then you need to call Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Blue Cross Blue Shield, hey, you know we still had a $1,000 sign-on bonus. We match your 401k up to 4%. We've been in business since 1959. We've been rolling these wheels with money, money, money since 1959. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Tell them, Bo. Well, Mr. Johnny, it's that time of year again.
It's fun time of the year.
It's fun time of the year. You know, I think about it. I think about Troy Cable has been a part of this, and Sanders has been a part of this for so long, and I'm just excited.
I am too.
We'll have some good groceries.
We'll have some good groceries, I guarantee you.
I'm ready for this rodeo this year, and I heard you say a while ago 30 years, and I wish I'd have been smart enough to keep up how many years me and Wiley Sanders Truck Line, because that's what we represent.
Well, I had to ask somebody. I couldn't remember.
Well, tell me this. Do you think it's bigger and bigger every year?
It's bigger and bigger every year.
That's what I
year.
that's
More
what
people involved in it.
Did you hear him talking about me a while ago about the mechanical bull when we kick it off?
No, I didn't hear that.
It won't be hard for me to beat my last time. All I got to do is stay 2 seconds.
Well, I won't be getting on him this time.
You want me to get
I rode mine one time.
I have more problem getting on than I have getting off.
I didn't have no problem getting off.
I don't have no problem.
Took 2 of them to get me on it.
Yeah, it takes a little while
But
for me
it's a lot of fun.
to get all stretched out and get on it. But I'm excited about the radio. The radio station is excited about it. I got Brad here. We're just ready to have this rodeo. It's good, clean family fun.
It's good, clean fun. That's right. For the whole family.
For the whole family.
That's right.
Nothing enjoys my heart no more when I'm standing there at the door and I see a man and his wife and kids come in.
2 or 3 kids come in.
And they have their little cowboy hats and a little. You know, I wear my cowboy boots that day.
I do too.
Takes a little while to get them off when I get home, but you know, gotta thank Justin from Troy Cable to always be willing to come and do this. There's so many people that help us do this. You and your wife, and y'all cook that good food. I just want to tell y'all, thank y'all. Thank y'all for what y'all do with it.
We thank y'all for what y'all do for us.
And
well, it helps out both of us.
I hear you'll be coming on Truck Talk pretty soon talking about it again.
It won't be long.
You know, that's always an exciting time to sit there and talk with you guys back and forth. You got Ronnie Bozeman, he works out there with us, and he works with y'all on it.
That's right.
Derek Thompson
Both
working
good,
with it.
know what I call them?
Yeah.
The young regimes.
That's what they
They
got to
gonna
do.
take
yeah.
our
Yeah.
place. They gonna take
I'll
our.
have a birthday Thursday, so I'm gonna kind of start slowing down a little bit. I'll be 75, so
You'll
it's
be
time to slow
75.
up a little bit.
Well, I
Yeah.
pray to God I look as good as you when I get
Thank you.
75. That comes from having a rodeo every year, right?
That's what done it. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you see it. If you go to a rodeo every year, when you get 75, you'll look this good. Thank you so
Yes,
much,
sir.
and
Thank
hey,
you.
we look forward to having a good time. Anything you want to tell anybody?
Just come on out and have a good time.
And have a good time. I want to give you something that was gave to me, and I'm gonna give you some. Y'all not ready yet. Welcome to Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Line. I was sitting up here telling Justin I was ready, but I guess I wasn't because I didn't even have the Bible verse pulled up. But let me say this to you. Get excited. Get ready. Get your family together. Get your children ready because we're going to have a rodeo. There's going to be a rodeo in Pike County. And you know we do this rodeo every year. I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it's the biggest one. I always say it's the biggest one because they get bigger and bigger every year. But you know, at Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we put God and family first. So we're going to do the scripture of the day. And we can't do 9 today without doing 10. I read them and my app that sends it to me, it sent me 9 and 10. So I'm not going to try to do more than them people that do all this stuff. Study Bible says, and this is what I continue praying, that your love may abound still more and more with accurate knowledge and full discernment. King James says, and this I pray, that your love may abound yet more and more in knowledge and in all judgment. And we're going to do 10, like I said, because 10 fills it out. Study Bible on 10 says that you may be sure of the more important things, so that you may be faultless and not stumbling others up until the day of Christ. King James, that ye may approve things that are excellent, that ye may be sincere and without offense till the day of Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to be good to people until Christ comes back to save this wicked world. Drivers, I got to talk to you this morning because I got something serious to say. And you don't hear me say, put a lot of money into the driver's lounge for you. For you. That is where you guys hang out at. Ladies, your side is fixed up nice. We've had some problems over there that are so unnecessary. They're so unnecessary. And all I ask, if you see these things that I'm talking about, abuse of that driver's lounge, Ronnie Bozeman, every time I call him and tell him we need something, you guys give me these lists and we get it. We get what you need. And we got some people there that don't respect it. I feel, and I'm going to step out on a limb and say this because I know my boss is going back. And I feel if you don't respect our driver lounge, you're not going to respect customers and you're not going to respect our trucks. And it's simple. Maybe you just don't need to be with us. I want all drivers to watch and look and call me, 334-372-5049. Because I want to know who this person is that's doing these things in the driver's lounge, and it's so disgusting I won't even mention it on the show. First time I ever had to say something negative on Truck Talk, but I've got to say that because I know we reach a lot of people, and I know some drivers are going to be looking, and somebody going to tell Hoss. Somebody going to tell Hoss because they know he's going to do something about it. So let's read out things from the suggestion box. You ask for hooks in the showers for clothing to hang up. You ask for a towel mat when exiting the shower. I know for a fact that Ronnie got the towel mat because he told me he did. So we got that done. Thank you for your suggestion. The hooks, I've got to check back on that, so I need to put this one to the side. Had a little praise, the Dino team, friendly, always ready to help you, fast, well organized. Hey, Dino guys, hats goes off to you this morning. This comes from Mr. Vanderbalk. He drives a Lee Outlaw. He didn't put his truck no more, man. Okay, if we could get a large vacuum cleaner that when we can use it to help keep our trucks clean, it will help the drivers with dogs to keep trucks clean, the kind at the car wash. I'm going to ask about that. That doesn't look like a big hill to climb, but we're gonna table that and we're gonna ask somebody about it. You know me. If you put it on here, if it's within reason, I try to get it done. And this comes from Philip Youngblood. I know Mr. Youngblood, he's got 2 dogs. Okay. He drives 70-30 and he drives for Mr. Lee Outlaw. The next one, you need to turn off that 5-minute shut off in the safe hazard when you're in traffic. Well, I think that 5-minute shut off cranks right back up. I think all you gotta do is come off the gas or whatever, but that'll be something that I'll have to get the shop to look at and see how that works. And this is one about talking about what people are paying. I've learned a long time ago. Mr. Sanders told me that I be concerned with Stephen Sanders, with Wiley Sanders truck lines, and that's what I'm concerned with. I don't know what other companies are paying. I know this. I know our pay is competitive, and I know you can't make no more money nowhere else because we always got our own freight, and you never sit. That's how I'm going to answer that one. And the cleaning lady named Molly goes out of her way to help us drivers, and I'm very thankful we have her at Wiley Sanders. Plus, she always smiling, and it makes me feel good. Chris Martin, 7100, drives for Lee Outlaw. And I want to say this. Mr. Martin, that was nice of you to recognize calling Molly, excuse me, because I'm going to tell you something about Molly. She's another one that I call when we have an issue of something that's not cleaned up, and she will do it. And that's why I'm so encouraging this morning to tell me, if you see somebody that's just doing something they shouldn't be doing. It's sad to say, but we live in a world where everybody's not going to do right. And the ones of us who are going to do right have to stick together. And we're supposed to be a family at Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. And that driver's lounge, I will put Mr. Johnny's rodeo up against this, that you ain't going to find a final one. Boy, y'all outside, Mr. Johnny looked at me, whoa, Hoss, not my rodeo, not my rodeo. Hey, we'll be right back with Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Line. We're going to talk about the rodeo. I'm going to give everybody some. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know you being a cattleman, you know some people that's the big deer thing in Birmingham. Yeah. It's the biggest event around.
Biggest around. I know a lot of people love to go to.
You know a lot of people love to go to.
Yeah.
Well, you make sure you give away some of them, and let's tell somebody that comes in here that we got those. I got some more. I'm going to introduce some more people and give some more away.
We'll give them away.
I know you will, Mr. Johnny. Thank you so much for what you do.
Thank you, Jeff.
We'll see y'all. We're with Mr. Mark Graham with the rodeo. He tells me that you can advertise. Let me tell you, I learned this years ago. Coca-Cola has made it, but they still advertise. Tell us about it.
Well, look, we're trying to do a capital improvement plan. We want to grow our facilities. We all have heard that the Alpha one has bogged down, and we're trying to have, there's not a lot of places in Alabama right now for agriculture. Okay. And we have a facility here close at home that we can support youth, agricultural different events, and we want to have capital improvement plan, and we want to move forward with making our facilities larger and bigger. And it's from things like our rodeo that we're able to do that. We're able to do our scholarships that we give the youth that Mr. Johnny has talked about. But if y'all want to, if you'll just call the 566-8092 phone number here, leave a message, somebody will call you back. We have opportunities for events, just like we have a couple more spots for title sponsors, just like Wiley Sanders.
Yes,
Truck Lines have stepped up and they're title sponsor. They're helping us. Not only do we help the youth, but we want to grow for the agricultural community and have a facility that would be worthy of Pike County.
Well, I tell you what, if y'all put into it what I've seen y'all put into this rodeo the last several years that Wiley Sanders has been involved in it, people, ladies and gentlemen, let me say this, do advertise with these guys. I don't know a person on y'all board that don't work as hard as he can. I've been here for auctions, I've been here for the rodeo, I've been here for the sign-up night, and you guys I told you in the bathroom a while ago, I said, man, every time I see you just wide open. You said, well, Jeff, I'm just trying to do what we got to have done around here.
We we all do. We all try to. We're all volunteers. We have a passion about grassroots and all things agriculture, and we want to just move forward with, 30 years ago when this place was built, we had a group of gentlemen that stepped out and built this facility. After 30 years, it's time for us to take the next step and improve it and move forward and hopefully make it something that will be a gem in Southeast Alabama.
Well, that sounds good to me, and I know that you guys can do it. I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah.
It's nothing like seeing you guys when we come out, and y'all, I've been fortunate to get to ride on the wagon when you go around. That's a chilling moment when you let the ones that has passed been here, when you let their horse come loose. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, if you have never seen it, you need to come and see it. These guys put on an event worth coming to see. But the main thing it is good, clean family fun.
It is. It's the greatest, still the old, it's the greatest show on dirt. It's all family fun. We have the Western Festival on Saturday. Then you get to see for all the kids to enjoy, and then you have the rodeo. Y'all please come and join us. Mark your calendars for the 26th and the 27th of August at Friday and Saturday night. Come twice. It's a different show every night with different riders and same events, but all new riders every night.
What he's trying to say, if you're looking for something to do that weekend, you need to be at the Pike County Rodeo in Pike County, Alabama, what we call God's country. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your spirit brings out my spirit. Okay. I just want to tell you that now, Mr. Barnett. All right, we ready?
You may we're both
I got Mr. Barnett here, and I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, most of the time when I see Mr. Barnett, he's on a mule, working, just up and down and hanging up the signs and everything. And I wanted to talk to him today because this is the first day I seen him when he was just wide open. Are you on a relaxed day today? And we're back with Truck Talk with Wallace Sanders Truck Line, and we find ourselves here another year. Mr. BB, Mr. Johnny, here we are again.
30th annual rodeo.
30th annual rodeo. I'm going to tell y'all something funny. I'm going to tell on y'all lady. She put 31st
I saw that.
on the thing. And when we cut the commercial for the radio station, the guy put 31st. So we got all this modern technology. So we went in there and took it out because it was at the end. But what we failed to do was, it's really funny, that's what I'm telling you. We took the 31st out, but we didn't realize he had said it twice. So we had the 31st and the 30th in there. And the program director, well, you didn't see it because we fixed it. The program director said, we never run it on the air. I'm going to give him credit, Derek Thompson. Derek Thompson heard it and told me about it. And then when I changed it, he told me about it again. Well, I argued then. I said, that ain't right. We done fixed it. He said, he says it twice often. And I take my hat off to Derek, but he just finally said, well, listen to it. He got tired of arguing with me. I felt, boy, you ever stuck your foot in your mouth? He just finally said, I'll tell you what, Hoss, you just listen to it. And so I listened to it, and we got it fixed. But everybody gets excited. The radio station, which I work with them real closely, they get excited. The program director, he loves the rodeo, and I get excited, Mr. Dunn, to go back there in the hospitality room and eat. I won't eat nothing all day Friday. But the mutton busting and all the things that's going on, it's just exciting,
It is.
And we live in where this economy, gas and stuff is so high. And I will say this to you guys every time you have something. I've noticed it, and I know it's because you're good-hearted people. Your concession stand, they are affordable.
That's right.
They're still affordable. You go to these places when they have a big event, they take advantage of the crowd. Because a good father or a good mother, it don't matter what that hamburger costs. If Little Johnny and Little Sue want it, they gonna buy it. They gonna buy it. But you guys, y'all keep it affordable where a man and his family can come. And I know that's a lot to do with the IGA. A man and his family can come and eat at a decent price.
Eat at a decent price. And the same way with the tickets and all. We've got advanced tickets and regular tickets, same price they've been for years.
Yeah.
I know inflation's around, but we try to keep it where everybody can come, and children 12 and under get in free. Right there.
And like I tell everybody, when I be doing advertising on rodeo, you got it priced low so everybody can go. You know what I'm saying? You got it priced low, everybody can go. And we're let's read over some of the things. We're going to start out Friday night. The gates going to open at 5 p.m. The rodeo going to start at 7:30. Then Saturday, the gates go open at 4 p.m. because we got that big Western Festival. Now, y'all tell them about that Western Festival. I'm going to stop right there. Tell them about that Western Festival.
That Western Festival is something we do every year for the kids. Kids of all ages can come out. They can maybe ride a sheep, the mutton busting. They can have a stick horse race. They can rope a steer head dummy. Just all pet and zoo, just all kind of stuff they can do. We don't charge them anything for it, and they just love it. Usually we have 100, 150 youngsters out there in that arena, all of them having a good time. And that's what the camel all about, the youth. We support the youth. That's our future.
That's right. Well, I said I'd say it every time. I told them when they come up here that day that I'd always give them some love. I've had the privilege of meeting your young men, Callum, youth. Them are some respectable young men.
Oh, yes.
Well spoken, well mannered. You know, we get sometimes where we don't talk about the good stuff. We see a little child is being bad, we'll tell everybody. Yeah. Let's talk about it when they're being good. Them kids lined up around here, everything I asked them to do, they just did. I enjoyed interviewing the girls, the youth girls came one time, and so you guys are doing a good job. You can hold your head up high. Y'all are gonna be left. You're leaving it in good hands.
That's what we feel like. We're leaving it in great hands.
Leaving it in good hands. And I don't say this because I work with them, but I tell you what, Ronnie and Derek has really come along.
They have come along.
They have come along.
What we do without either one of them.
Yeah.
They've done a remarkable job.
And you know, and every time I go down there to see, it's all like being at Sanders. You get used to the same faces, and then you go to feeling like you're at home. When people come to the Cattleman, I like the deal y'all got with the red shirts.
Yeah.
People know if they need something. If you stop one of them guys in the red shirt, he's gonna know.
He'll hit you.
And that's what I say about safety. On Mondays, got my days mixed up. I would say something about my age, but both of y'all are older than me, so I can't say that. You like have younger guests, so I say, oh, you got to charge. I can't say that with you guys. But we wear black shirts. Everybody's safety wears black shirts. Well, what I'm trying to do is get them new drivers to picture us in their mind. Yeah. And I tell them all the time, we're the first people you met. We're going to be the ones that you can have. That's what the Cattleman did. You got a shirt, you got a signal, hey, we asked you to come here. We've been asking you to come here for 30 years. Right. And we ain't going to treat you no different. You know, you talk about the Cattleman's, that is such good for Pike County having that building y'all got down there.
Oh, it is. We rent it out a lot for every kind of occasion you think of, from weddings to wedding rehearsals and the family reunions, you name it. We have it out there sometimes.
And people, when our local DJs, he rents it a lot, and he tell me, he said that's the coldest air he ever been under. He said, really, when he advertised it, he said that good old cold Caliber. You know, a lot of people won't invest in having something nice. The bathrooms are nice, well kept. You know, my daddy never had a new car. But he always bought my mama a new car. Every couple of years, he bought my mama a new car. Now, I could borrow his car, but I couldn't borrow mama's car. I couldn't borrow mama's car. But his old truck, I learned that if I kept it clean, it looked pretty good. So when he got there on Fridays, I'd get it and get it cleaned up, because that was my ride the weekend. He was going back to work on it on Sundays. And he always told me, boy, you take care of my truck. Tear up my truck. Tear up my truck. And that's what you guys do at the Cattleman. You take care of it. You keep it up. It's been there a long time, but it don't look like it.
It's in great shape right now. We put a new floor in. We got new air conditioners.
Yeah.
We spend a lot of money on it.
Yeah, you keep it up.
You keep it up.
You keep it up. Yeah. But every time you do something to it, you don't try to jack your prices.
That's right.
I've been working with y'all now 5 or 6 years, and it's always been 10 in advance and 12 at the door. And like I say, they have, even when you go and you have the auction. Now that's the funnest thing.
That's a lot of fun.
I know we talk about the rodeo, but that auction tickles me. It tickles. That guy that be selling it. Oh, it was this year. The guy was bidding on something. The auctioneer, he's so funny. The little short guy, he was bidding on. And they done got down there to one or two of them. One guy said, "Hold up a minute." He crawled up under it. He looked there. He come back under. He bid it again. Well, when he bid it that second time, he won it. And the auctioneer said, "Can I ask you what you was looking for under there?" He said, "Nothing. I just didn't want nobody else to buy." Yeah. I bought stuff down there and had good luck with it. I've had some good luck with my stuff. I like being a part of helping you guys. I've been in it. Trojan Detail has been in it with but the main thing is the kids. What you guys have done for these kids. To open at 5 p.m. to let them have their own little. A lot of people don't realize why that is, but that's for them to have their own little session. And I'm gonna make sure I'm there this year for that. Let's see it again. When you bring them up, the Bible said, train them up in the way they should go. So when they get old, they won't stray away. They're gonna learn to be around fun things and do things that's good for the community
And good for them.
Those guys, those young men that had them calves and stuff, my daddy kept us, and I love him today. He kept us working on a car. And you didn't have the money to do it all, but he kept you at the point where you was always struggling. You didn't have time to buy nothing else or do nothing else. And if you didn't keep your grades up, if you didn't do what Mama said, you couldn't work on that car. You sure want to work on that car. He did construction work and he was out of town. So you had to work on it on the weekend when he was there. So he locked his shop up because he said your tools lay in the yard. Well, he was right. And I think about that now. These kids will always keep their kids involved in something. Because they'll remember when their daddies carried them to the rodeos and things.
And that makes a lot of difference in a child.
It makes a lot of difference. We got some tickets that we're going to give away. And just to run across the screen, if somebody calls, we'll give them to them. I'm going to leave some here at the TV station. I'm going to be at Wiley Sanders today. I'm going to give some away. I'm going to get on the radio every morning, let's see, to Friday. If I get 2 away today, 2 away Wednesday, and 2 away Thursday, we'll be good to go. Now, what about this bull riding Friday?
Bull riding,
kick it off.
Our celebrity bull riding, and one of our annual participants here, he's going to win it one day.
Yeah, what day is that going to be?
On Friday morning, starting around 10 o'clock, we invite anybody and everybody that wants to see what riding the bull is sort of like to come get on that mechanical bull. We don't charge them anything for it. The operator run it real slow, but still sometimes it's hard to hold on even when it's real slow. But,
Unless I get on that.
I mean, it's fun. And he's got, when you come off, you're going to fall on the mattresses, so. We hadn't had anybody hurt.
So not if you fall off, when you fall off.
Now, year before last, we had a lady won it. And I made a request on the radio this morning for Brenda Peacock. She didn't get to come last year. I want her to come this year and defend her title. So it's only right. The champion needs to be dethroned sometime or another. They need to be there and defend their championship. So hope Brenda will come out.
Okay. Now, I don't want to be a complainer. But I do want this to be said. I want y'all to listen for me to say I'm ready. It'll probably take me longer to say that than I'll stay on it. But last year, I guess you say, this is a whole nother year. We in 20, last year, it took a little while to get me on there. I understand. I think the man was a little impatient. I think if they ever get him on here, I'm going to get him on. I mean, when they finally got me bit up and I finally got across and got on it, I mean, I touched it and boom, I was off. I wasn't ready. That's all I can say.
I'll tell Kyle. Kyle Beard is the one that brings the mechanical bull to our rodeo.
Oh, well,
I'll tell him. I said, now when this man gets on there,
wait till he holler.
You wait till he hollers. He's ready.
Ready, yeah. At least that may give me a second. But you know, you think about that stuff, and we do that every year. We have so much fun. Those vendors that come, that set up there and bring stuff, and you see some crafted stuff that, man, will amaze your eyes. That people have made out of metal and rope and string and stuff. And if you ain't got a good cowboy hat, that's a good place to get you.
Good place.
If they show up like they're supposed to, we're going to have more vendors than we've ever had and a bigger variety of vendors this year. So, they say when you come in the front door, if anybody ever been to the rodeo, you go right past the vendors, on the right and on the left. And then when you come out of the rodeo, you come back past the vendors, on the right and on the left. And they have a good variety of stuff. The prices ain't bad. Just come on out and do a little, come out early and do a little shopping, and enjoy the rodeo. Come back and do some more shopping. You know.
Well, the biggest thing about the rodeo is, what's the old saying? There's something for everybody.
That's right.
All right? If you like to see people ride horses, you're going to ride horses. If you like to see roping, y'all going to do roping. Or you know that bull ride. But them kids on them sheep,
That's worth it all.
that's worth it all. It's just plenty of fun. I see you got your sponsors here, AG Credit. We need to make sure we say good morning to them.
Yeah.
And Premier. I see you got them. These are major sponsors.
Yeah,
That's a
title
major
sponsors. Yes.
You know, and I left that red and white out for the last one. You know, Wireless Sanders shirt line. And you see, Derek wanted me to mention about the tickets that you can get them online, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all got a way you can get them online. Let me put my glasses on so I don't get nobody no bad this way. You can purchase tickets online, advance tickets at Troy Bank and Trust, they're at the Piggly Wiggly, they're at Brunner's. But if you want to purchase them online, I believe that is at, let me see now, Paycakes Rodeo, BITL Rodeo. Y'all call us and I'll give you the specifics of that. I'll tell you what you do, just to shine in right there where they can send it online. Because I tell you what, people, these young folks, they know they go on the computer.
Oh, yeah.
They know they go on the computer. Come on, show us how you can work that camera. They thinking Hoss ain't
Like
saying
you
that.
said, they go online and find the Pike County Cattlemen.
Pike County Cattlemen, that's what I was trying to pick the brakes on. That's
Right.
what it is. And they can find them. There it is. There it is. Blow it up a little bit. I like making work. See, you have to push all kind of buttons. And the bronc racing, I forgot about that a while ago. Where my man, where is he from? Clint.
Clint from Louisiana. You couldn't tell.
I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know how you guys found him, but you couldn't. It's just people. It's a lot of people come to just listen to Clint. He's such a humble and happy guy. I've had a chance last year. I actually got a chance to eat with him, and I got a chance to eat with the clown, and he was talking to me and getting me to say all kind of stuff. Little did I know, when he went out there and got on his suit, he was going to tell everything we talked about at the table. But those guys do so good. They just, they got good equipment. Once again, the speakers are clear. You can
And they know what they're doing.
And they know what they're
very
doing.
good at it.
They very good.
Clint is top notch, and the fact that he's on horseback, that makes it right there. A lot of announcers don't get on horseback anymore, but Clint does, and that makes, he keeps everything going, keeps everything rolling. And then you got the clown, they work together. And you got dead time between events, they're going to take up the time and entertain you like that. And of course, Clint, he covers all our sponsors, all the banners around the arena. He's got a list of them in front of him. He covers them, and he's knowledgeable. He knows what he's doing. I've been knowing Clint for several years. He's a good Christian man, got a good family. He's top notch, like I say. Now, we got a different clown this year, and I never have seen him. He's Johnny Allen from Tennessee.
Okay.
And I put him up on Facebook, and he looks good. And I'm looking forward to seeing him and hearing him. He entertains the whole crowd, and he keeps them laughing, and him and the announcer work together, and they get at each other.
Well, I'm gonna have to, I hope he gives me a chance to throw that football again. I got to redeem myself. they claim that I had arms, but they don't know what happened with the football. But you know, I got an excuse. It slipped. It slipped, Mr. BB. It slipped. So I had a lot of things to go wrong with my stuff. The football slipped out my hand.
Was that when we had the barrel in the back of the pickup? And if you'd have rung it, you got $1 million. You realize that?
That might have been my problem.
Too much money.
We need to do that again. But you know, you got to buy insurance for that. And what we did that year, I can't remember who it was now, we got a sponsor to pay the fine, the fee, the cost of the insurance.
Yeah.
That way, and it had to be documented, it had to be on film and all this kind of stuff. So they ain't just going to throw out $1 million for nothing. But that was sort of hard to do, to hit that barrel.
Yeah.
And like you say, you might get a little bit nervous thinking about it.
Y'all have had some, y'all probably own a facility around that can say that everything you've had has been successful and had a lot of fun with
Oh,
it.
yes, sir, for sure.
I know y'all rented out, not only for your big rodeo, but there's a lot of stuff going on down there.
We have
Some
a
other
lot
people
of barrel
rented out.
races, team
Barrel
roping,
races.
all kind of stuff in the arena. Now I do the building. We got Dick does the arena, and we work together on that. And sometimes we'll combine. Somebody will rent the building and the arena together and have a big event. We got a big cattle sale coming up for long, and they'll have the building. Well, we got 2 of them coming up. As far as that goes. But yeah, it helps us pay the bills. It sure does.
Well, good. Well, let me ask you this. When people want to rent that building and you got a number that they can reach and get out to you, or could they go online? How would they get up?
Well, our answer machine, if I'm not there, it'll leave a message. If they're interested in the building, call my number, 672-2787. If they're interested in the arena, call Dick Barnett at 670-1228. And so we get a lot of calls. A lot of what we do is over the phone. But yeah, and they can go online and find the Facebook page for Cattlemen, and they'll see our numbers on there. We got them posted on the front of the building, and yeah, we rented. There weren't very many weekends, if any, that we didn't rent it out this year. I mean, it's been busy.
What? How many people are in your Cattlemen?
There's 300 and something
Yeah, about 365.
in the membership. Now we got a board of 30 people, and we meet once a month, and we try to conduct business like we should, like we need to. And whenever we pray before our meeting, we ask that everything we say and do would be pleasing to God, you know, because we're all Christians, as far as I know. But you know, but yeah, we have a board, and we do this and do that, and plan things and work together. But there's nothing that we do that the cattle women don't help us. We couldn't do. I told Miss Moore that the cattle women are our backbone. Mm-hmm. They support us in everything, and thank God for that. We love the cattle women, and they really help us out a bunch.
Well, that's good.
They have their own project. They got the Christmas Bazaar coming up the second weekend in November this year at the building, and that's a fun event for the ladies, and of course men too, to be shopping and getting things for Christmas.
Well, tell them to come on here with us, and we'll talk about it. We'll help them with it.
Okay.
We'll help them get it going. I'm gonna tell you something that you said that really touched. It's something that I say all the time. I'm not concerned at how a person feels that I treat them, but I'm concerned at how he feels that I treat him. Because if I treat him like, and when I say he, let me go and say, when I treat him as God asks me to treat him, then I know it'll be pleasing with him. And man,
there you go.
we live in a world where so many people have forgot that. And that's why you guys have been so successful. You're like a family, and the Bible says a family prays together, stays together.
There you go.
And I started that when I first come over to safety, and I was made here recruited. And first thing I told them, I said, okay, that's just a title, but we all co-workers together. I got that out the way then. When I introduced them, I say one of my co-workers. I consider myself as one of their workers.
Yeah.
And I start having that prayer every Monday morning. And I bought some preachers in to give a prayer. I bought some people in to read a scripture. But I did it all over the job, just getting different ones. And Kim Hunt, her husband works at the plastic plant. And I invited him to come over one morning and pray for him. And he went right back to the plastic plant. He said, man, they own us something over there. Let's do that. You know, sometimes when we know better, we do better.
There you go.
That's right.
That's it.
Sometimes when we get him involved, it's always going to be better.
It'll always be better.
And when we prayed this morning, when we got through, you know, everybody was quiet from a prayer. And the time we got to praying, I said, we're going to eat all over this town this week. I just said it real loud. But it gives a connection.
There you go.
It gives a connection. And you guys have been so successful because, like you say, you're Christians and you're connected. You don't want to do wrong, you want to do right. And what's good for the Calvin, that's why it's grown. So.
Yes.
And like I heard you say it, y'all, the men that started it, stepped out on faith and put some money in it. And look at it now.
Look at it now.
They smiling now. They so much smiling. Yeah. I tell you, and I'll never forget it, the chill in this thing is to ride last year when we rode out on the wagon and they turned them horses.
Yeah. That'll get you.
You got any kind of humor in you now. And I didn't know those people. And it made me want to know them. I went around and asked about some of the names.
There you go.
I just wanted to know if they meant that much for you guys to do what y'all had done. I just wanted to know them. And I imagine it's like us. We've been in business since 1959. Wallace Sanders Truck Line been in business since 1959 with the trucking part. Mr. Glenn Buller tells me it goes back a little further. I got Mr. Glenn on TV too. We did a commercial. I love Mr. Glenn. So we did a commercial about it. But he was telling me that when they started out, you know, how it was. And I was just sitting there and I was so amazed. And I'm thinking, one truck? And I got a chance to look at a 1959 Mac. We happen to have one, B61. I've heard people talk about them. And they be bragging them. I'd hate to know I had to go to California that day. I'd hate to know I had to go that far that day. But anyway, I said that to say this. And we grow because of visions. People with visions kept putting into it, and that's what you guys are doing. You get these young guys in there, and they're going to have visions. And I tell people, hey, them commercials you see me doing, that's for me listening to young folks to do it. The one I'm finna do now that I did with Mr. Glenn them, I had one vision. A guy just stopped me on the yard and told me something about the idea. I like the idea so much. I don't want to tell it, but I like the idea so much. I included him in the commercial because I'm just fair. I feel like I wouldn't even know this if he hadn't said it. If he hadn't mentioned it, but what he had, it was a good idea.
Yeah.
Listen, my mom was a school teacher.
That's what you have to do a lot of times is listen.
Listen. Listen.
Hey, you got 2 ears and 1 mouth. I tell you something right there.
You must have been around my granddad. You must have been around my granddad.
Oh. Well, Jeffrey, back to the rodeo just a minute. I got a couple things I want to tell about.
Say it.
The NCPRA, that's our stock contractor, National Cowboy Professional Rodeo Association. This year, we're teaming up with the IPRA, International Pro Rodeo Association. Not necessarily folks from overseas, but they could be. But they're another association. They're going together. So we should have more contestants, hopefully better rides, better performances, hopefully. It'll just make for a better rodeo. Now, the next thing, we usually have 8 events. Don't let me forget none of them, but we have the bareback riding, the saddle bronc riding, we have team roping, calf roping, barrel racing, breakaway roping, bull riding, and which one am I forgetting?
Missing one.
Huh?
I can't remember.
What I miss?
No.
Anyhow, there's 8 of them.
There's 8 of them.
This year we've got another one, and this is going to be fun. It's going to make for better scores, but it's not going to be as challenging to the cowboys as much. It's called ranch bronc riding. Now, on the ranch bronc riding, they do this usually on ranch rodeos, but the rider can hold on with both hands. I mean, he can touch whatever, You know, in the regular, you got to have one hand in there and one hand. You can't touch yourself, can't touch the animal. But on this, it's anything goes pretty much. So that should make for more rides, more scores, and hopefully more fun for the contestants. So there's going to be nine events this year.
So, you got them? So what you're really saying is, if you missed the rodeo before, you don't need to miss it this year.
There you go.
I know we say every year it's going to be better. Last year was a great rodeo, but everything looks like it's going to be a lot better this year.
Well,
Ready.
Mr. Johnny, don't knock yourself. I know you say it every year, but you do it every year.
That's right.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
When you keep more people. When I first got involved, and I told Derek when we went on that rodeo with it, I said, "You watch it. Well, more people are getting involved. People are looking for good, clean family
Entertainment.
You know."
Now, I've heard people say before, well, you seen one rodeo, you seen them all.
No.
No way. Friday night, we'll have a bunch of cowboys and cowgirls. After they get through Friday night, they'll go somewhere else to another rodeo. Friday night after the rodeo, we'll have what we call slack. We have like 10 or 12 in the performance. Any more over that goes slack after the rodeo. So you can stay and watch extra rodeo if you want to. And it depends on what event it is. Some have more, some have less. And then on Saturday night, we'll have another set of cowboys come in, cowgirls too, and that's different. And then Saturday night after the rodeo, we'll have slack again. So you got 4 sets of contestants that are going to come in. We usually have somewhere 150 to 200 contestants. I'm looking for close to 300 this year.
Really?
Because of the 2 associations. I may be wrong, but I'm looking for more.
Well, I'm excited. Like I say, it's priced low so everybody can go. I just want to run these times down because I don't want nobody to forget it. Friday night, we know the gate's going to open at 5. Rodeo's going to start at 7:30. Saturday night, the gate's going to open at 4. The Western Festival is at 5. You don't want to miss that Western Festival. The rodeo will start at 7:30. Advance tickets are $10. I got some tickets I'm going to be giving away this week. Catch me out there on the street, ask me for one. I'll give you one right then and there. At the door, it'll be $12. 12 and under with a company adult. That means you can't drop the child off and you drive off. You got to bring in there with you. And that's going to be fun.
Most rodeos have 6 and under. But we want to do better than them. We have 12 and under.
And that's good. And me and Mr. Johnny was talking about this when we was down there the other day for the media day. And we was talking about a man that got a child. He could take a $50 bill. He can come to that rodeo. He can pay for him and his wife. He can get him a van. Ticket is $20. He got $30. If he eat $30 up, well, if y'all rodeo, they don't eat too much.
They'd be cool.
It ain't many places you can go do that. I'm not going because I don't bad my people business because the food was good. But we left church yesterday, me and my wife, and we got food to carry home. And it was $28.
Yeah.
And it was just me and her. And it was $28. I ain't got none of it this morning. If I spend $28 down there, I have hamburgers next week. So it's priced just right. It's good, clean family fun. I've never seen nothing but fun down there. And everybody is excited. And ladies and gentlemen, let me say this to you. If you want to see the cutest little girls and boys, you check out them boots and belt buckles.
Yes, sir.
It ain't nothing I like than a little old kid weighing about 50 pounds and he's got a belt buckle about 250. It ain't nothing I like. No more.
There you go.
Somebody gonna be able to come to the Wiley Sanders table. We got pencils. Like I said, we got some backpacks. I think my wife bought some notebook paper. It's stuff that we had when we did the book bag for kids for a program we worked with, and I asked them, I said, well, let me have some of it, and I'll take it to the rodeo.
That's good.
We don't sell nothing off our table, our hats and stuff. We just asked everybody to be courtesy. I mean, don't get a box of pencils. Get you 4 or 5 and let somebody else have some. But we gonna give them all away. Y'all ain't never seen my table. You ain't never seen me pack up that and take it back. When I get ready to go that night, if I have something left, I just go to give it to people. I got some. I made some pink hats. Well, I didn't make them. I ordered some pink hats, and they have been a hit. People are loving them pink hats.
How
So
about
I
that?
got some of them that I'm gonna be bringing. And got Tanya, who works in safety. She's gonna do our table this year. And we're gonna also be able to give you a job as a mechanic this year. Well, we'll teach you how to work on a big truck. That's just how hard it is to get people to work.
I know.
But you have a chance to come there at Wallace Sanders Truck Line and learn how to mechanic, and you'll have it. And when we get these openings, because we buy a lot of trucks, and some of these big companies like PACCAR and something, sometimes they have a class, and they want our mechanics to know it. They will pay for the class. They'll furnish the class, and we mostly send them. 'Cause we want them to know it. Once you get that knowledge in your head, that's yours.
You got it. That's right.
You got
Ain't
that
nobody take
knowledge.
that away from you.
Nobody take it away from you. So I encourage you, if you know somebody young that wants to work on something, tell them. I'm going to encourage them to come to the rodeo. So that's what I'll be talking about at the rodeo. And man, it's just good to have you guys again. And y'all still looking good.
Well, thank you for having me.
Well, have me and Mr. BB, we still out for our contract. If somebody want to sign us up. We went on WSFA. They never did sign us up, Mr. BB. They missed too good. But really, guys, y'all keep it up, man. Don't stop. Don't let the pillar up. You got it going, and you got you a good young support behind you.
That's right.
And y'all keep lifting up the Calla ladies. I've never had none of you guys that I've interviewed that you don't say, hey, without our Calla women, we wouldn't be
we
here.
couldn't make
And
it
y'all
without
keep keep throwing the confidence in them, and they'll keep helping you. People will help you when you let them know you appreciate it.
That's right.
Thank you don't cost you nothing.
That's
Right.
My granddaddy said, yes, sir, and no, ma'am. Okay, a long way, boy. That's what he would say. He said just like that. And then at the end of it, he said, boy.
Well, Jeffrey, we appreciate you and what you do to help us to promote this.
I
thing.
love it.
Yes, sir.
I love it. Y'all will see me there with bells on. Me and my wife been talking about it. We've been invited to a lot of stuff, but this date is always circled with us. And,
There you go.
we'll see you Friday night.
There you go.
And Saturday night.
There you go.
And Friday evening at
There
12.
you go.
So we're ready. We ready. Rodeo time. Let's
We're
go
ready to have a
rodeo.
rodeo.
Let's go rodeo. We'll be right back with Truck Talk with Wally Sanders Truck Line. I think we caught him out of there. Don't y'all go nowhere. Don't y'all go nowhere. He's not in there. You don't see me talking to him. But really, 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 ladies and gentlemen, don't forget about this rodeo. This is a time for you to meet people. People from all over areas will be there, and it'll be some pretty horses there. And I dare not say nothing about Clint and not say nothing about his horse. That's a fine looking horse he
Beautiful
have on.
Yes, sir.
Fine looking horse.
And Clint's wife runs the sound for him.
Yep, she does.
He couldn't do what he does without her. But it's been said that rodeo is the greatest show on dirt. So y'all come out and see the rodeo.
Come see the rodeo. Let's go rodeo. We'll be right back with Truck Talk with Wally Sanders Truck Line.
No, I
Hey.
just slowed down for a minute.
Just slow down for a minute. Well, we're glad to see you here today. What we're more excited about, we're glad to be back at the rodeo again.
Look, I'm proud to have y'all. I'm proud to have everybody here. All our sponsors is what keeps us going. You media folks help get folks in to see them. And rodeo is something that's close to me in particular. When I was these kids that's going to be here this weekend's age,
Yeah.
I tried it. I was the worst calf roper the world has ever seen, but I enjoyed the heck
Yeah,
out of
good
it.
time. That's about where I was about basketball. I couldn't play, but I had a good time playing. Let me ask you something, and I know it's not embarrassing because it's a blessing to get your age. You said when you was a kid you did this. Tell us how old you are. Mr. Johnny told me he was 75.
He's got 4 years on me. I'm 71.
You're 71. Now listen to what I want to tell you. This is what I want to say to you. Guys like you give me the spirit to keep going, because if you guys look this good at this age, if I just look half that good, I'll be satisfied. And it comes from coming to a rodeo every year.
That's part of it.
That's part of it.
And then part of it's a broadcaster that's practicing to be a politician telling all these good lies.
I don't know who you're talking about, but that's why. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. BB Palmer. BB Palmer, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I know you're doing good. You know why I know you're doing good?
What's that?
I heard you bless the food.
Yes, sir.
I knew then it wouldn't be long. It wouldn't be long.
There you
I
go.
heard you bless the
There
food.
you
I knew
go.
then it wouldn't be long. Let me tell you something. Are you excited about the rodeo
Yes,
again?
you better believe it. You better. And this is number 30. You'd think we'd be tired of it, but we're just getting started.
You know, I don't know what happened to our career. The last time we was back there at the back, me and you launched off, but we didn't get many contracts, but we started it off, you know, we was all on the back.
There you go.
But you know, every year when this time of year come around, Derek Thompson reaches out to me and we get the posters and we get together and I get excited. I get excited about the rodeo.
Yes,
Do you get that excited?
I believe that, sure do.
I tell you what, if people want to advertise, I don't know nowhere better that they couldn't do it other than right here with you guys. You guys, I don't know nothing that y'all do that's not just did 100%. Everybody in your group, it's hard when you get a group of people to work as hard as you guys work together. I just want to commend you guys on that.
Appreciate it. We appreciate what y'all do and all our sponsors and so forth. It all works together for the goal, you know, and we enjoy doing it.
So let me ask you this. You know, I'm supposed to ride the bull this year, and a lot of people don't have no confidence in me, Mr. BB. But what do you think? What do you think I'm gonna make? You think I'm gonna beat my time from last year?
Oh, definitely. You're gonna be. You may win the thing.
What I'm thinking is, I don't think they giving me a chance enough to get ready. So I'm gonna trust you. Don't let them turn that thing on till I say I'm ready. So when you're as old as me, you have to get situated.
When you nod your head like this, he'll
Yeah,
start it.
well, the last time I nodded my head because a fly got on me, and well, you know what my next part was. I tell you what, though, I just love having a job that I get to come and talk to people like you guys and get to be involved in events like this. I was telling Mr. Johnny, when I look at that door and I'm sitting here and we got the little wireless sound thing up, you know, we have had people to come. And I won't tell everybody advertising work because I have had people to come and talk and hey, next thing I know, they're driving a truck.
There you go.
And
there you go.
now we're moved into the process of we're training mechanics. If you know some guys that can, you know, turn a wrench or two, and they up under them shade trees and they want to get out the shade tree and get into a shop,
There you go.
hey, tell them to give us a call.
Send them to the man they call Horse Daddy.
And if you know some people like I know that loves rodeo, I'm gonna tell them to see
That's what I'm
BB the
talking
rodeo man.
We work hand in hand. don't we?
Hand in
We
hand.
sure do.
Good to talk to you,
You
again.
too.
Good to be here. Glad to be here. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for everything you do.
Thank you.
We're out of here.
Y'all come on in.
Wallace and the strut lines. I tell you what, it's always good to talk with somebody from the Calamans. And let me get the sponsors a big shout out this morning. AG Credit, Premier, and also Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. You have to say this. Pike County, we stick together. We do things together. I'm excited about this rodeo this weekend. And one of the reasons I'm so excited because it's a chance for people to come together. The Bible tells us to dwell with one another, fellowship with one another. And that's what we'll be doing. I'll be there, ladies and gentlemen. If you got questions about working, any of our sister companies, KW Recycling, KW Plastic, KW Containers, Sanders Fertilizer, Sanders Lake Company, ask me. No, I don't do the hiring for all them, but I know who do. I know who do. I can put you in the right direction. So feel free to come up to me. That's what I'm there for. I'm actually working. I thank God for the job I have. I get to work and also have fun. I'm working when I'm doing this, when I'm having fun. And to talk to Mr. Johnny and BB there is just so exciting. And the main thing I love about it is true, ladies and gentlemen, they have stayed at this price. They have stayed there. I tell people this every week. I say, if you tell me a company that matches 4% of your gross pay on your 401k, tell me. I want to know. Well, I'll say this about this rodeo. If you know a rodeo you can go to at this price, you tell me. Because I ain't seen it. And I get around, ladies and gentlemen. I get around. My job is to travel and get to know people. So, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. We got tickets all this week. I have tickets in my pickup truck. with me. When you see me, if you want a ticket, stop me until they gone. And that's what I'm gonna do, because we want you there at the rodeo. We'll get on the radio in the morning and give away some. We just gonna do what is right. We're gonna have a good time, good, clean family fun. Time for us to come together as one. Come together as one and do the things that we know are right. And I like what Mr. Johnny said about the pricing. That he said he wanted to keep it where everybody could come, and he said that some people do 6 and under, only get in free. And he said he wanted to be different. He wanted our rodeo to be different. We do 12 and under. 12 and under. And you know, a lot of people don't think of this way. Some people don't have a ride, and because it says accompanied by an adult. But if your child has a friend that's father's going, it makes it easier. You're more apt to let a 12-year-old go with a teenager or a 21-year-old than you're a 6-year-old. So that's their thinking there, and they're keeping it where people can come to the rodeo and enjoy. And I tell you, you ain't seen nothing till you see one about 6 or 7 or maybe 5 with a big old belt buckle. And you just ain't seen nothing till you see that. You ain't seen nothing till you seen that. And the cowgirls, of course, you know, you take the little girls, they have on their little blue jean skirts. Some of them will. And that festival, man, I missed it last year. And I plan on being there at 5 this year. I mean at 4. Festival starts at 5. I plan on being there for that. And it's a long weekend. It's a fun weekend. Hamburgers, hot dogs, french fries. It's just a great time. I know y'all say I just talk about the food. Well, you know, hey, food attracts people. But good, clean family fun. And I want to say this when I talk about the rodeo. Think about all the things that was bought there by a truck. I promised my boss man that anything or anybody I had on this show, I could always tie it back into a truck. And I can. So just think of that. Think of the fun we're going to have. I'm going to be giving away T-shirts. I also got kids T-shirts this year. Never have had the kids T-shirts. Got them this year. Gonna be giving them out. Excited about giving them out. I'm excited. I got some pink ones. Got some white ones. And when I leave here, that's the one thing I'm going to do is pick up them T-shirts and have them in my truck and get with Mr. Bozeman and get our tent set up. But on another note, drivers, get prepared. September, Driver Appreciation Week. We're looking forward to it. I've got a lot of surprises for you. Doug Kitchens, my safety director, which is our safety director, has got a lot of surprises for you. Trace Parker, president, got a lot of surprises for you. John Smothers, maintenance director, has got a lot of surprises for you. Dispatchers, got a lot of surprises for you. Mike Harrell, got a lot of surprises for you. What am I saying? Surprise, surprise. September is going to be on. We're going to start off the 12th. Me and Ricky Free having a little cook-off. We're going to cook some chicken. I might get old Steve Kemp to come out there. He always talking about cooking. I might get him to come out there. But we're going to eat. We're going to eat. We're going to enjoy. Drivers gonna be able to win things. Y'all know me. I'm gonna get that old football down. I'm gonna get that old Bridgestone football down. I keep it up on top of my desk. We'll get it out. We'll be throwing it around. We're just gonna do things. We're just gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun. You know, I had a basketball goal. Just things to bring us together. That's what we're gonna be doing. So y'all get ready. Get excited. I'm excited. Almost time for me to get out of here. But let me say this. Make plans to be at the rodeo. And ladies and gentlemen, please listen to me. Please, ma'am, please, sir. If you have a child that's finished school and is 21 years of age and they don't know which direction they're going to go, may I suggest sending them to truck driving school. It is the only career I know that you can go to school 6 weeks, 8 weeks, or 12 weeks. Those are the three times that schools have. And come out of that school, walk on a job, starting out at $50,000 a year. That's great money. That's great money. Don't let nobody pull you. Until the next time, we have had a ball. Let's rodeo this weekend. Let's get a job at Wireless Sandals Truck Line. Whatever you do, let's watch Truck Talk with Wireless Sandals Truck Line next Monday. Goodbye, goodbye.
At Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, we put God and family